Welcome to Wednesday, folks. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with your morning weather update. And a couple of things going on in this forecast. We have some areas that are real sunny right now and some areas that are socked in by fog. I'll show you that on the satellite picture, the visible satellite, and how those fog areas will be eroding. Tomorrow, the 4th, I'm looking at some of the forecasts, and a lot of them are very stormy-ish, and I'm not so sure about that. I don't think you should alter a whole lot of plans tomorrow and just play it by ear as far as the storms go. I'll show that to you also, and a cool down coming as we head into the weekend. Not a ugh type cool down, but a comfortable cool down if you're not ready or want the mid 80s. But we do have some good summer type weather on the way here the next couple of days. Here's the radar, and it is dry. Believe it or not, it is dry. There may be a spritzel here or there in the cloudiness, but generally dry conditions. Hey, as far as rainfall, it stayed a little bit under control in the southeast. I was getting worried there for a little while that it looked like a couple of lines of storms were going to gang up on the southeast, but generally looks like an inch to an inch and a half. The heaviest west side of the state yesterday, Muskegon, over 2 inches of rain. So we did have some spots with some heavy rainfall. Now here it is. It shows clearly you've got some high clouds and maybe a few, like I said, spritzels or a light spotty shower in through the center part of the state, through the Flint area and toward Lansing and north of Lansing. That area will drift to the south. Hey, good morning, Wanda Miller from Naples. Heat index as high as 110 today. Hey, Jen, you like that word, spritzel? Yeah, I've used it a lot. Here's a bank of fog on the Houghton Lake, Clare area, up through Traverse City, over into Benzie and Manistee County. And then you got sunshine in the northeast and sunshine and sunshine. So patchy areas of fog in between, quite a bit of sunshine. And out west, some high clouds. Those will come in later, but generally I think you'll call it a mostly sunny day by noonish or so. Still wouldn't rule out an isolated thunder shower in the south during the day today. Low chances and low coverage. Here's the radar forecast: 10 o'clock, 11, noon, 1, 2, 3. And that's that disturbance that's sitting right across here right now, dropping slowly southward and being ignited by the heat of the day. There's 5 o'clock. Okay. And again, oftentimes the radar coverage is less on this kind of situation than what the radar forecast shows. And as we go into this evening, an isolated thunderstorm or so, and then dying off. Hey, good morning, my buddy Jeff Gilbert watching. Michigan or Georgia today? Good morning, Joy Duffy from Ann Arbor. All right, tomorrow. Let's have a talk, okay? Meteorology in general, the field of meteorology, meteorologists in general, and the forecast that is portrayed in general is what I call wet bias. In other words, if there's a chance of rain, it's in the forecast, and you, the user of it, interprets rain. But really, I think it should be hours of rainfall in a day should be forecast, amount of rain, aerial coverage. Percentage just is not, I don't want to say understood, but it's just not translated properly for most people into their day-to-day life. For example, you could have a 30% chance of the worst storm you've ever been in, or you could have a 100% chance of a couple of hundredths of an inch of rain during a day. So my point being is tomorrow, air mass thunderstorms, not a widespread deal, air mass thunderstorms. And what's strange is the models are forecasting to happen in the early afternoon and done by 8 o'clock in the evening. So soon as the sun loses its heating, these things are expected to flare down. The favored areas, I would call it, inland, about 30 miles or so. So if you draw a line all the way around the Lake Michigan coast, Lake Huron coast, and lower Michigan, about 30 miles inland, that's where the lake breeze tends to come in this kind of day and set off the line of thunderstorms. Right near the shore, it tends to be dry. Farther inland, it tends to be dry. And again, as the sun sets, the storms dissipate. The Irish Hills tend to break up these storms. I don't know if you're talking about the air mass thunderstorms, but the Irish Hills actually help enhance the air mass thunderstorms because it's a lifting mechanism. So if you get an easterly wind or a northeast or southeasterly wind to the Irish Hills, it's a lifting mechanism, and that is a mechanism that causes precipitation. What's the forecast for Traverse City over the holiday? Again, air mass thunderstorms, 2 to 8 p.m., maybe a thunderstorm. Greater chance that you stay dry than get wet. Just keep an eye on it to the sky. And these things are kind of stagnant when they move. Okay, so we're into today actually on the radar forecast, and then we go into tomorrow. We are at 8 o'clock tomorrow. We can handle that, right? And we're at 3 and 4 in the afternoon, and this model doesn't even forecast the air mass thunderstorms. It forecasts the next little disturbance, and we go to tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock, and then we go to midnight, and we go to early on Friday morning there. So I think what we're looking at is mostly dry conditions on the 4th and a little bit better chance of the air mass thunderstorms on Friday. High temperatures today, let's call it about 84-ish and humid with the fog around. And the 4th, woohoo, we wanted it summery, we got it. 85, 86, 87, maybe on the pavement in the Detroit area and Ann Arbor, 88 or 89. Friday, summer again, 85 to 90 degrees. UP a little cooler. Saturday, we start to cool off as a northeast wind. Northeast wind. Sunday, hey, we can handle that, right? Floridians would flock to this kind of weather. That's Sunday, upper 70s to about 80, Monday about 80, and Tuesday back into the low to mid 80s. So really, folks, we have some very fine weather on the way. We'll have a couple of clumps of thunderstorms at your house, maybe lasting an hour tomorrow, and maybe lasting an hour or two on Friday. We can handle that. Friday, Saturday in Bay City, I would say, again, an air mass thunderstorm in the late afternoon in Bay City on Friday. Saturday looks dry. Temperatures mid-80s Friday and probably about 80 degrees on Saturday. All right, hello Grand Rapids. Hello everybody. Have yourselves a great day today. I'll try to update you tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to take the rest of the day off on the 4th. And this is the MLive Morning Weather Update. Thanks for joining me. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.